I mean, 12 women, 3 men. I took advantage of the process just a little bit. I was open to love. I don't know if I can quite say I was ready, but I was definitely open.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. Night and day, when I'm with you, there's no holding back. Boom, let's talk about it. You already know what time it is. It is Ready to Love, episode 10. We are now talking about Aaron and Angel. It has been such an interesting road. First of all, I didn't know Aaron was Jamaican. He said, I'm going to show you my people, and did a little Jamaican accent. We know now why he is a prick. Now, Jake says, I love Jamaican men. Don't get yourself just playing.
Yeah, Mom, you have to bring you into my world, you know.
I love it.
I'm just playing on the stereotype. Don't kill me. All right, listen. So, let's get into the video. So interesting, Aaron and Angel, because I think we all knew Aaron was a prick from the beginning. I'm using that word prick because you play the game. Like, at first when I was watching it, yeah, I was actually like, do you know what? Aaron's been quite honest here. He wants to explain what he's explaining. But then at the very end, he said, listen.
I mean, 12 women, 3 men. I took advantage of the process just a little bit.
Your sake? You have to think? You think you took advantage of the process? No, you did, cuz. Because when you review the past videos, we see you telling girls that you like them, You told Stormy, you like her rare, and then turned around and then basically parred her on the table. So you can't tell me that if I'm playing the game.
I don't know if you know this, but for a few weeks now, whenever we sat down with Tommy, and he's always been like, who's the one you're feeling, who's the one you liking, who's the one you're into, it's been Stormy. When it comes to me and you, I think that there is something special.
Why?
All of us are here.
That's why.
You know what I mean? So here I am right now, and I see Stormy and Angel. And Stormy has been consistently, since the skating ring, the person that I've like, okay, you know what? I can see something special with this. For so long, you was riding her. So here I am. I can't sit here and say that I found the Ready to Love. I can't sit here and say I found the person that I want to be with, but I have made some very amazing connections that I am interested on building on. Okay. That's just where I'm at with it.
What the hell am I hearing? I don't understand. He just told me last night one thing, trying to reassure me that we still had the connection, and then now he's saying something completely different.
Saying I've said, no, come on now. And what use is this of right now? Anyway, like, if you don't want to be here, please leave.
Oh, fine in love.
The only person that I felt any drawing to, any chemistry, was with you.
You told Angel, 1 minute that you're gonna cancel her, and then suddenly became your number 1 pick. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, Bree, like, come on. Like, bro, we're not playing this game. So we know that you played the game, and you intentionally played the game. It was calculated. Don't pretend as if it was like, oh, by mistake. It wasn't. You know what I mean? You knew exactly what you did. As you said, you weren't ready for love. You were open to it, but you weren't ready for love, and therefore, you started playing with people's hearts. You know what I'm saying? And this is not the show for that. But you made great TV. Don't get it twisted. Aaron, you made great TV. And you showed everybody, especially the females, what not to go for. Consistency is key. Anybody who's inconsistent, leave them. I love the fact that when he started talking, Aaron starts, I love Angel's expressions. Angel at the beginning, smiling, happy, joyful,
Yeah, I'm so glad that, we're, at the end.
You glad to be at the end?
I mean, it's just, women can be a little bit of drama. So
Tell me about it.
And then Aaron starts talking about how, you've been strong, you've always been there. And I want you to understand, listen to every word he's saying because it's very key.
And I want to just touch on the drama part of things, because you did stay strong with me through all of this. And I really appreciate that.
It was hard.
I know. Looking back, I made a lot of mistakes.
You've been strong, you've been there for me, you've been consistent, and I appreciate all of that stuff, right? So all of that is true. Because I want you to understand, Angel has been patient beyond others. In fact, she said it herself, she's been even lenient, okay? She's been patient above everybody else, okay? Deep it. And Aaron needed that because of what he was doing. Do you see? So that's why I said to you that she became first pick because she's less volatile than every other girl before her. Stormy had a little bit of volatilism in her. He knew that. He saw that. He saw that Melinda had that volatile. Shanta Shantae had that velocity in her too. He didn't need that because when he's playing a game, you don't want a girl that is going to be volatile, that could blow up your game. Because in this setting, it's a very small setting. It's not like in a city. You're in a very small setting. And therefore, if this girl blows you up, she blows up everybody else. It's like Minesweeper. She blows up everything else around you. So he can't afford for that to occur. So, what, Melinda? Nah. Oh, Shantae? Nah. Stormy? Nah. I weren't feeling them. But you, Angel, I was feeling you.
Oh, fine in love.
The only person that I felt any drawing to, any chemistry, was with you.
He said that at the dining table, when they were having the dinner table, the whole Last Supper, he said it there to her, you know, you're the only person I've been feeling, da-da-da. Are you sure? Because you said you were feeling Stormy. So how can you say that that's the only person you're feeling? So this whole thing was a game where he was playing with these girls because, you know what, it's a case of power. You know, it's a case of control. You know, maybe he's been hurt in the past. I think he mentioned something like that. You know, that he's been hurt in the past, and he's emotionally, the intelligence is low, and he's still got a boyhood behavior in him. And so therefore, when he was meeting Angel at the table and saying, look, you know, you've been strong, you've been consistent, you've done this, that, and then he put that butt in there. When everyone puts some butt in, you already know that it's going to go one.
A lot of mistakes.
What's written down the list?
Well, no, I mean, I think in my past, I've just always been someone to jump too fast, too quick.
So for me, in that case, all he's looking for is understanding. I know it's going to sound mad. I now understand what he's thinking, but I don't agree with what he's doing. Don't get it twisted. And for me, it's basically the grown man knows not to do these things, but the boy inside of him, the wounded boy inside of him, is seeking for somebody to actually hear him out. And the reason I say that is because in each conversation, like with Courtney, even with Stormy, and then even now with Angel, he tries to explain truthfully, this is how, you know, in this process, that's how I was trying to do things, da-da-da. He's trying to get out what's in his head.
100 and you've been consistent the whole time. But I've got to always understand is that my gut feeling.
He's actually trying to pull out what's going on in his head to the woman. Because what he really needs is understanding. What he really needs is somebody to actually understand what is going on in his head. And I know it sounds kind of mad, it's like, what, but you're moving mad. Yes, he is, and I'm not agreeing with that behavior. What I'm saying is where it's coming from. It's coming from the fact that something's happened, and he's trying to pull out the information to individuals, but cannot get himself into that place to do that. He cannot allow himself to be emotionally vulnerable. You understand? Like he said, he can't. But there is something that's happened that he wants to release, but he can't release it. And so that's why Angel was so important to him, because she had the patience up until that point. Do you get me? And why I said this about control and power is also because, you know, when things happen in your youth and you get older, you have the power control to change certain things, and that's what sometimes people overboard go overboard. And you know, when he said, obviously, your journey's now come to an end.
Our journey is over.
The way he said it, even the energy and the tone that he said it in, it's almost like he was happy about saying it. Not like he was even regretful. It's like, yeah, I got to say it to you because I got stripped of that with Stormy. I got stripped of that with Courtney. And like, I'm not going to have it. And again, this is what I'm saying about power and control. A lot of people, that's where they are. They're in a season where they need to try and exert power and control and manipulate. You know what I mean? And, you know, Angela, I think we all said it as an audience. You know what? Angela's been mad patient.
Throughout this process, I was very lenient with Aaron. I'm disappointed. We've had a bumpy road.
But for what? Like, this guy wasn't showing consistency. And the maddest thing is that she was smiling, and then her face dropped. And it dropped, and it became stern, and then she even put a hand on her face.
My gut feeling is typically the right one. So Tommy was talking about how the next step for us to bring our selection around our family, so you know, our families can get to know who we're dealing with.
To show that, listen, now she's pissed. And though she didn't say she was pissed, we can see it by your body language, you're pissed. You're pissed because you decided to be patient. You decided to do something else that no one else was doing, which is give him the time of day, be not on his tail, and it still didn't work. And this is the reason why I'm saying to you, listen, sometimes doing even something different, if the person's not ready, they're not ready. If you see inconsistencies, it don't matter how patient you are, they're not ready. Bounce. My favorite word, bounce. Do you get me? Don't stick around trying to think that you're gonna make it work, make a change for them. They are not ready. You cannot change a man. You understand? So her giving him that much space, she was so lenient. It didn't work still, and that's where the disappointment came. It was like she didn't say no bad word about him. She didn't cuss about him. She kept it real 100.
What Aaron wanted, and when it gets to this, you know, it's difficult decisions at this point. So
Yeah.
I was very disappointed in Aaron because I really thought Angel was for him. She's been a ride or die chick for Aaron. She's always been supportive. She's never said anything negative. But the fact that he didn't even choose Angel, it made me question Aaron.
And still, she lost out. She missed out on there was 2 times where he was late. Even the time where he called her and said that, oh, I can't meet you, I got work. Understanding. But you're still in the same position as all the other girls. Do you get me? I think it's more about him not meeting her family. And the reason why is because they will drag out your true intentions. Intentions. I think beforehand when you meet the friends, it's kind of calm. You can it's not as serious. You can always still duck out. But when you meet family, that means, okay, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to move forward with you. Like, do you know what I mean? So you can't now at the table where the family are and say, look, actually, you know what? This is not for me. No, you can't say that at the table because at that table, that's basically commitment. Do you get me? So for him, I don't think he wanted to meet her parents. Added to that, I don't think also as well, he basically insulted Angela.
Our selection around our families, but I'm not ready to introduce you to my son.
Jesus.
The only family I have here is my son.
Mm-hmm.
For my son, it's got to be on a different level. Introducing someone to my son is a real big deal.
By saying, you know, you have to have a special type of, you have to be a special type of relation or connection or whatever to kind of meet my son. And it's a bit like, yo, you don't have that. But you were saying you're the only person I have a connection with. But now you're just barring this girl by saying, you know, you have to be special to kind of meet my son. It's like, while I appreciate what you're saying as well, and it's good to be guarded because it is your son, and I always advise women as well too, you know, don't just let any guy come and just, you know, spend time with your son because you don't know what the world is saying nowadays. People are crazy. But the way you said it was like, yo, B, you were never there. Like, you ain't special enough to do that. Yeah, you're not special enough to come to see my son. And again, it's that rudeness. It's that undertone of rudeness. It's that power and control again. It's like, to exert your control, you have to be rude. It's like, no, you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you basically part of the life. The way he uses words, I think he's very naive and ignorant of the way he uses words. He's not sure. And these words are cutting, man. Like, if I was Angela, I might have thrown a drink over him. Like Melinda said, do you get me? Yeah, it's mad. I appreciate, obviously, Angela's gracefulness as well.
You know what? I think that's a wise decision.
Yeah.
As a man and as a father, like, I understand completely.
I appreciate you understanding that.
Him being honest, saying that, obviously, you know what, like, I made a lot of mistakes, etc. As I said, he's just seeking for someone to kind of speak to him and actually understand him. And I think he doesn't understand himself. So he's looking for somebody who can actually try and understand him and actually pull that out of him. But that is not a relationship. What he needs is a friend. When Corny asked him, yo, like, have you seen anyone who can be a wife? I've seen people who could be a friend. And why is that? Because what's going on in his head right now, he needs a friend. He doesn't need a partner. He's absolutely right. He does not need a partner. He needs a friend. But he's on the wrong show. Because you're looking for a friend, my Gigi, that's not where you need to find them. So, yes, he's looking for a friend. He's looking for somebody who can try and help him unjumble his mind. Because what's going through at the moment, it's causing mayhem. And you know what I mean? Maybe that's the self-awareness from him, I don't know. But, yeah. And also, he said, obviously, in the past, he's jumped too fast. I don't know how fast he needs to be here because, bro, you've taken time. You've had different women, and you've not stuck to any of them. So, to be honest, it's not about even moving fast. It's about the fact that you just don't have long-term feelings. You are in and out, and you're unable to commit. Whether that's because of a past hurt, whether that's because of a past relationship, I don't know. But you're unable to commit, and therefore, that's why you're saying it's about going too fast. It's not about going too fast. It's about the fact you can't commit. And so it looks like it's going fast. He said, obviously, as well, you know, when I get this gut feeling.
100 and you've been consistent the whole time. But I've got to always understand is that my gut feeling.
You know, I kind of know from the beginning. It's like, bro, but you're absolutely right. So why did you not bow out the competition? I mean, if you really deep it, yeah, he said early on, like, you know, I don't even know where I stand with these 3 women when he's speaking to Courtney, and Courtney left. He then obviously said on the dinner on the table, the Last Supper. I don't really feel anybody's really on that level. You know what I mean? So then why did you continue? You knew that obviously you didn't want to pursue Angela, but then you said it after that to her that, you know, you're not gonna have a connection with. And this is the things that annoy people. Because, bro, you're playing. You know what I'm saying? If you know you get a gut feeling, why have you not gone with a gut feeling? But this is very important as well to relationships, because women, men, if you get a gut feeling, why are you not listening to that gut feeling? I've done that same thing where I've just overridden the gut feeling, and that gut feeling's got me into trouble. And then at the end, I'm like, why did I do this? Look where I am. And it's painful. Because when you override your instincts, when your instincts are telling you it's probably not the right thing to do, listen, you're going to have a very tough ride. Tough ride. And at the end, when it crashes, it hurts. Did you get me? So that's a very important thing to understand. Angela, obviously, her face went sour, but she couldn't say anything in regards to being annoyed, I believe, because she already said in the house that, you know, I can't, you know, expect anything from you because obviously you just started to consider me, and, you know, I know that obviously you're talking to Stormy, rare, boom, boom, boom. So she was being super understanding there. So for her to flip it now and be angry would be political. And that's why I said the stance that she took was incorrect. Because that incorrect stance where you pretend as if you're nonchalant cannot exist. You need to be very open and open and direct with your communication. I'm feeling you. I want you. Yeah. To be too understanding is to also deny how you really feel. And also to cause yourself problems. Because it gives a person too much scope and room to move.
As a man and as a father, like, I understand completely.
Angela was hurt, and I remember she even swore.
Our journey is over.
Like, she was hurt by the situation, and I want women to understand this. You know, it's good to have patience, good to have understanding, good it's good to feel a certain way and to have, you know, an openness towards somebody. But do not give the person wriggle-free extra space. Listen, stay what you want. That way the person has to go by what you want. Either they say yes or no. You give them too much room, the person will begin to say, well, you never told me, or assume, well, I didn't know, you didn't say anything. So let the person know direct, hit hop, Tom, what it is, so the person can't begin to wriggle free, but actually they either exit your life or they stay in your life. So I feel for Angela. It was very painful to see, but like I said, when the girls were telling her, listen, this guy is a prick, you didn't listen. You thought you had it, you didn't have it. Okay, so guys, yeah, that's part 2 of Aaron and Angel. We know they're definitely done. On the next episode, will Aaron ever change? We don't know. That's the thing, we don't know. So it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So boom. Appreciate y'all guys. Stay blessed.